two brothers were on a road trip and getting drowsy when boredom led them to cook up a prank. They pinched their voices to sound like women and started messing with other drivers on the CB radio. But after trying several channels with no response, Lewis was about to give up when suddenly a man's voice crackled through the radio. Lewis's eyes lit up and he perked right up. Just as he was about to burst out laughing and come clean that he was a guy, Fuller suddenly reached over to stop him, gesturing for him to keep going. With no way out, Lewis reluctantly kept up the charade, continuing to flirt with the stranger. Just as the brothers were getting carried away with their game, the radio suddenly cut out. They exchanged glances, both thinking their little prank was over. But that night at midnight, the dead silent radio suddenly crackled to life again with that man's voice. Fuller instantly sat bolt upright. He immediately urged Lewis to invite the guy to the room next door. Turns out when they checked in earlier, Fuller had randomly gotten punched by some fat guy in the adjacent room, and he'd been itching for payback ever since. Lewis caught on right away and quickly gave the guy the fat man's room number. At midnight, the sound of a big rig braking screeched outside the motel. The brothers pressed against the window and saw a muscular, built man walking toward the motel. Just as Fuller was grinning ear to ear, Lewis suddenly realized something was wrong. The voices next door had stopped at some point, replaced by terrifying, labored breathing. Lewis broke out in a cold sweat, frantically calling the front desk to explain the situation. Right after he hung up, the phone next door suddenly rang out with a piercing shrill, and muffled voices drifted through the door crack into the brothers' ears.
Alright, thank you. You guys said everything's fine.
Just when the brothers thought they were overthinking things, a surprise visit from the police shattered that illusion.